Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
And some of our fans let us know that an episode in Season 2, which is number 11, this one, titled Unearthed, should be watched Season 1 before the finale or after the finale. So we decided to watch it now just to get it out of the way. No spoilers that were given to us besides the fact that it's just filmed in Season 1 and then the events were put out of place so that, you know, Season 2 has basically an episode to fill a gap.
Episode.
That's basically it. So we're going to find out what's happening. Thank you for joining us. Let's see if this relates to the plot or if it's a random episode. We're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Her lips looks. I feel so bad.
Zombie episode?
5:21 a.m.
Damn.
We have a team assembled and waiting.
Organ harvesting?
Miss Donovan, I'm afraid we need to begin
I
the
think so.
procedures right away.
The priest made me think resurrection. I don't know why.
Is that a priest or was it just the cross? I didn't know it's a priest.
We're gonna come last. Clamping off the renal artery now.
Yes, doctor.
All right, I got the first one.
Oh my God!
Get a trauma team in here.
68339 Alpha Echo 358.
Huh?
I felt it. As soon as I saw the priest, I felt it.
That got me, actually. I don't usually get caught by the jump scares.
Jumped.
I don't usually get caught by the jump scares.
It was aggressive. It was
That was-
aggressive wake up.
That was my worst fear when I used to do operating room cases. Because one time I was doing a case and the guy's foot started like twitching and he started to like move a little bit. And we were doing surgery on the foot. And then anesthesiologist was like, oopsies.
After she was determined brain dead, her mother made the decision to take her off life support.
And then she woke up from the dead.
What the
Screaming
fuck?
random numbers.
This is Lieutenant Commander Turlo, United States Navy.
Navy
He's here
codes.
Because it turns out those numbers were
Navy codes.
The first half of the sequence is ID information for a petty officer named Andrew Rusk. The second half are launch codes for ICBM missiles.
Oh.
Aboard a nuclear submarine he was stationed on.
At least they got you some nice balloons.
I guess I couldn't find the ones that said welcome back from the dead.
I imagine those would be more of a special order kind of thing, don't you think?
Lisa, I just have a couple more questions. The man's name is Andrew Rusk. Does that ring any bells?
Moja swoisteczka.
She Russian?
Co ze mną?
Lisa?
Почему я не могу говорить?
What's happening?
She's speaking Russian.
But she doesn't speak Russian.
Moja swoisteczka. What's happening to me?
I don't know.
That's
But you're
freaky.
fine now.
Any idea what little star is?
She's like channeling to him.
Yeah.
I dated a Russian girl for a while. Most of what I picked up was curse words, but...
Shh. I'm trying to listen.
Listening to what? These people are in comas. They can't hear you.
Don't judge him. He's my son.
Can he speak to people in
Despite his
comas? That'd be crazy.
narrow-mindedness, I'm quite proud. No one truly understands the nature of human consciousness, Peter.
You're not wrong.
I've read documented cases of coma patients waking up and claiming that they had moved. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's happened to the young lady we just saw.
Yeah. So...
Astral projecting?
They want to run more tests.
Nice eyes.
Dude, that's gotta suck.
We got into a fight the morning she collapsed.
Yeah, wow, her eyes are blue.
But by the time I got to the hospital, she was in a coma.
Oh.
You know, I never thought that I would get a chance to tell her how much I loved her again. God gave her back to me.
I don't think it was God. Definitely something more nefarious. She sees dead people?
Man, he was here. Andrew Rusk, the man in the picture.
Is Andrew Rusk the one astral projecting?
I was asked to come in. I'm Teresa Rusk.
Oh.
Mrs. Rusk,
Do the words Maya Zvizda mean anything to you? Where did you hear that? From Lisa Donovan.
Oh, he used to call her
Do you
that.
know what it means? It's a pet name Andy calls me.
Lisa Donovan's aneurysm occurred in the left frontal lobe, specifically her Broca's area.
It's a part of the brain that processes language.
Precisely, but it also has the capacity for something far more intriguing. Hello, I'm Dr. Walter Bishop.
What happened to subjects 1 through 5?
I believe the university settled with them out of court. That will work again. Not that they could. To test whether cranial manipulation could increase a person's psychic capability on a person's ability to create psychic bonds.
I feel like this is going to be important for the future.
Lisa Donovan's aneurysm made her psychic.
Certainly a possibility.
Well, let's say that. Why would she be channeling us?
I feel like all this religion is important, but I'm not understanding the significance yet.
The church is behind this.
Dude, it's definitely the Vatican. Always the Vatican.
Always been the Vatican. Why would she show up after the mom said to leave him alone?
She does this all the time.
How are you feeling?
It's just so odd.
She's a
I've been
cop.
really tired.
We believe that Andrew Rusk may be trying to communicate through you, psychically. It seems that there's a connection.
The mom's just like, what the fuck?
I know what faith can mean to a person. But I also believe that what's happening to Lisa is real. And if Rusk is a national security risk...
Whatever happened, Agent Dunham, it's over now.
I don't think it is.
She wants to know. Ricky Cricket?
Priest from the beginning, isn't he?
I don't know. Maybe. It would make sense. You get
I
your
don't
priest.
remember what exactly that priest is like.
I don't think she's alive because God changed his mind.
I'm just waiting to see if lightning strikes you. Hello?
Agent Dunham, it's Lisa Dunham.
She died.
Lisa? Are you okay?
It hasn't stopped. I'm seeing him again.
Ah.
Andrew Rusk.
Where's your mother?
She's at home, but I'm not. I had to come here. I keep seeing this place. Lisa?
Is he like in the trunk of a car? Dead?
That'd be cool.
He was calling out.
Psychic.
She's our new Oracle.
Psychic detective.
Oh man.
He does not look good.
Here. Another man. He has a gun.
Lisa?
He shot him.
Is he finding the cartridge? Not cartridge. Yeah, cartridge? Shell?
9mm shell casing.
Yeah. Oh, good guess. In the trunk.
The girl was right.
Yep. Priest again.
So the medical examiner more specific about the time of death, I mean.
Or where the bullet, what lobe it hit?
Why?
It's like the same time.
But she keeps getting sicker. What's causing this?
That guy keeps being focused on.
But with seizures.
What time did your daughter's resurrection take place?
Her resurrection?
Just after 5 in the morning.
Exactly as I suspected. I propose that Rusk's murder and Lisa's rebirth happened simultaneously. In fact, it was his suddenly dispatched energy which jump-started the girl's body and brought her back to life.
That's absurd.
Hold on, I'm locked in for this one.
Please allow me a moment to entertain my fantasies. They often lead to a truth.
Are you suggesting that Lisa is possessed?
I wasn't.
I hardly think that's what's happened
You hardly
here.
would, because the church doesn't approve of exorcisms anymore, does it?
No, because they are merely superstitions.
Because there are examples of casting out spirits right through the Bible, Father.
Can you help her?
Yeah!
I will need to have your daughter transferred to my lab.
I think I'm gonna put her into the thing.
Are you sure an exorcism is going to work, Walter?
No, not at all.
It's not like a real exorcism.
I was just so angry the way that man challenged me.
What?
He was just... He hated that guy was questioning him.
No, I got that.
Walter has an ego.
I feel like the doctor should care more about her miracle
If Rusk is sick,
resurrection
that might make Lisa sick too.
patient.
What, like his illnesses would be transferred along with his spirit? Well, you read Russ' files.
But that was the Navy's official medical record.
Well, you know me. If you tell me the U.S. government is covering something up, I'll tell you it must be Tuesday.
Wait, guys, it is Tuesday.
Meps has never done anything wrong.
Listen, why didn't you tell me he was sick?
I'm sorry. Who told you that?
You did. Just then.
They were shadowing a Russian naval exercise in North Korean waters 6 months ago when a coolant line broke, causing a reactor leak.
Cancer.
Rusk was locked in
Or
the
radiation
engineering section
sickness.
for 16 hours.
You can't think of anything to do?
Maybe I could tell them that my stomach is troubling me.
I have a stomach
That is
ache too,
not
Walter.
what I mean.
Radiation poisoning.
Oh, that's a lot of REM.
That's a lot of REM.
I'd wager that's what kept his energy from dispersing.
And you think that's how he was able to inhabit Lisa?
Which means we need more drugs.
Nuclear ghosts? I like the idea, not gonna lie.
What kind of drugs?
Benzodiazepine. It's actually quite pleasant. Besides, your daughter is 17. I'm sure she has sampled far worse by now.
It's kind of nice to have someone not afraid of me.
What do you mean?
My friends at church.
Oh.
When I walked past them, I could feel them all talking about me behind my back.
What kind of partial to freaks?
Don't
is
recap that needle.
Why?
You just toss back. Most pokes occur when you're recapping the needle. You're just supposed to throw. And if you're
girlfriend?
recapping, you use one hand to push and then down.
Look. This is surprising.
Surprising good or surprising bad?
Lisa!
I'm afraid we have to let this run its course.
Oh, it's Musk. Rusk, not Musk.
It's Mom, I'm right here.
It would seem more likely that Mr. Rusk's entire consciousness was transferred to Lisa.
I want this stopped.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't stop the experiment. The drugs have taken effect. You have asked me to help. Please let me do my work.
I feel bad for Mom.
Me
Yeah.
too.
She's fucking going through it.
I believe that somebody hurt you, and I want to find out who that was.
Let me go!
Great.
Andrew, who killed you? Who did this to you?
Don't know his name. Just his blood, his left arm.
Did it work? Is he gone?
It's her.
Let's get you out of this.
Oh no.
We got a hit. Jake Selig, age 36, walked into a Roxbury ER 3 nights ago. Jake Selig was Navy too.
Oh.
Okay, now he trained with SEAL Team 6.
Oh.
We're looking for Jake Selig.
Hey! Stop!
He's a Navy SEAL. You gotta be careful.
I mean, he doesn't look in the best shape of his life by the way he's running. But I'm also not.
Ooh. God damn.
Oh!
Yeah.
Stop resisting.
I have something to drink, please.
Of course. Guessing you want something other than fresh cow's milk. Okay, I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
That's him.
But she's gone, apparently. She's better now.
I don't believe that.
I don't think he believes that either, based on his face.
Hey, Walter, you drink all the cream sodas again?
I think she's still sleeping.
Where is she?
Uh-oh.
Where's my daughter?
I just lost her.
I went to get her a soda and she's gone.
Patient elopement.
Was he threatening to go public over the meltdown on the Gloucester? Did the Navy have you kill Andrew Rusk?
I spent 7 years in the Navy and I never killed a man. But Andrew Rusk deserved it.
What do you mean he deserved it?
For what that bastard did to his wife.
Huh?
I mean, that lady didn't say she was Mrs. Ruff.
One day she came in with a broken arm. She couldn't deal with it anymore.
Teresa Rusk hired you to kill her husband?
Oh, shit.
In the scrapyard, he kept asking me, why me?
Oh, shit.
But I made sure that I told him that it was Teresa who was sending him to hell.
Oh, that explains why he's a ghost.
Vengeance ghost.
Drive! Get in your cars! Turn on the lights!
Rusk is still controlling Lisa and she's gone.
I think I know where he's going. His wife had him killed. I think he's going for revenge.
Awkward.
The hell are you doing in my house?
Moja Svojska.
What did you say to me? You get out of here. I have a gun.
Upstairs?
I don't understand.
Oh, neither do I. But I've been given a second chance. And I'm sure as hell not gonna waste it. I want to hear you say it.
I didn't have you killed. I don't know what you're talking about.
think I prefer the body horror to the domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Admit that you had me killed. Don't you want to die with a clean conscience? Please, don't.
Stop!
I'll give you one chance to back out of here. Or we're all going out together.
You know I can't do that.
Is the girl's gonna like interfere? She's gonna wake up and she's gonna fight.
She has to.
Because she likes him.
She likes him
actually? Likes him?
No, he's like a fucking 30-something-year-old dude.
She's 17. That happens. It's a crush. Because she was asking him about.
Or she just likes that he was a nice dude to her.
Yeah.
She was talking about Olivia to him.
I was always sick. I didn't have any real friends.
The hell are you talking about?
I'm telling you that I understand, Lisa.
You gotta stop calling me Lisa.
I know what it feels like to feel different all the time.
One!
Oh, tranquilizer gone. Thank God.
Innermost subtle consciousness is ever present. It never leaves the body, even in death.
You got a lot of mileage out of a coaster.
Yeah. In other words, I threw up a Hail Mary.
Lisa was free to finally purge herself of him.
How can we be sure?
Have some faith.
Nisi crediteritis, non interrogatis.
Unless you believe, you will not understand.
Oh, shit.
Even as a scientist, sometimes I have to rely on faith.
God keep you and yours safe, Dr. Bishop.
And you, ma'am.
Oh. I'm watching his growth so much. All right, time to move this dead body.
Finally taking the body.
Thank you again, Agent Dunham.
Well, yeah, I guess he had to put it back. His
I'll be 18 in a year.
No.
Don't wait too long to make your move.
What does that mean?
Go for him because in a year I'll be 18.
I told you. I told you.
I mean, listen, it was kind of implied, but you don't want to talk about how a 17-year-old likes a grown-ass adult.
Just say it's a crush.
I suggest that Mr. Rusk's post-mortem adventures will prove to be the exception rather than the rule. And if not, I will go into the exorcism business.
I love how excited
Is it
he
just
looks.
me, or did you detect a note of excitement
Yeah,
in his
see?
voice? Because I, for one, cannot wait to get that guy out of here.
Yeah, I guess they put his conscious back in his
No.
body.
I don't think that's how that works.
I feel
Why
like.
else would they have needed the body that
I don't know.
time?
Is this New York City?
Things.
Yes, that is New York City.
Is it?
Yeah.
Only the most recognizable place probably in the world.
Times Square?
Oh no, he's back. Andrew Rusk gets out. He's like, "Where's my bitch wife?" This man is just gonna keep coming back until
Oh
his
my
wife's
God.
dead.
he's speaking Russian.
Well,
And they'll never reference that again.
Or that's why it was important to watch this episode, because it'll come back again.
I mean, maybe.
That would make sense for why we have to watch it.
That was an interesting episode, I will say.
It was a fun episode.
I honestly didn't expect any of that. And I'm happy that we were wrong about the priest, because he was obviously a red herring that was just in front of us.
He was. It
That's why he
dangled
was
in
ginger.
front of me, and I fell for it.
And they showed us so much religious stuff, but the actual meaning behind it was to just have faith.
Well, the way they focused on it at first, on like him like blessing her body before they pulled the plug, and then they showed him later, and it was like face shots where the scene should have just ended. I was like, that just doesn't seem.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, I feel like when you have the topic of resurrection, like as the main theme of the episode, you kind of have to include religion, because it is like a big discussion of it. Like,
It's a big deal.
yeah, like what is human consciousness? Are you alive?
Wars were fought for that.
What's going on here?
And and honestly,
Wars were fought.
Wars were fought over that.
And honestly, faith in religion and faith in science are a little bit basically the same thing.
There's overlap.
Because you know,
Faith in science that I don't fucking understand.
Walter has to have faith in science too, that his experiments will work. And
I go to the hospital and they're like, I'm going to do this, this, and that. I'm like, I have faith because I don't know a word you just said.
that's why I try to explain to my patients what I'm doing so they know.
That's what faith is for, things you don't understand.
Exactly. And I mean, the idea of a girl being brought to life during operating on removing her organs is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
So that means either one of two things happen.
Violently wakes up speaking Russian.
She either has no kidney.
She was number stationing before she got to Russia.
Yeah, she was number stationing. Yeah, but she's missing a kidney right now, or they reattached it, which is possible.
I imagine they attached.
All we saw is they cut something and they drained something.
Well, they said they're detaching the renal artery, which renal artery is the kidney artery.
And like get to it.
Well, they were suctioning. They said that they cut it and they said suction the blood. I'm cutting the artery.
Dude, you chop off a finger, you can just put it back on with some stitches.
Well, I mean, you could reattach a renal artery because I mean that's how they do it, but
kidney.
It's still terrible.
One of those things I have faith in.
Yeah, that's true. You had faith in science to save her. So I like the journey of the mom in this because it was a journey of her to have faith in Walter and the friends that we have in the Fringe department, because as we saw, she had no faith in them and only faith in God, but it wasn't helping anything, and she had to step outside her comfort zone, which was very interesting to see.
I mean, when it's for your child,
makes sense.
Do anything.
Most people will do anything. That's not a topic we're going to get into, but in terms of that,
I mean, without getting into the nitty and gritty of it, a good parent would always want
correct.
What's best for their
but there are belief systems out there that do not believe in medicine and would rather let their child pass on than get medicine.
Okay. Well,
that's why, as working as a healthcare worker, I've come into contact with a few of them in the hospital. They never obviously come to like clinics because there's no reason for them to go to clinic. They don't believe in healthcare. But yeah, those are faith-based healing people where they believe that praying away will cause it to come back. And then in this episode, the mom realizes that's not a possibility and that she needs to trust the wacky scientist we've come to love, Walter. Who
I feel like you could pray away like the cold, but definitely not like cancer.
Or an aneurysm.
Yeah, like those are like physical conditions, whereas like I feel like a cold, like you could like the mind's capable of crazy stuff, so you could suppress all of your symptoms and be like, I'm cured.
And honestly, when you have
maybe you can amp up your white blood cell count. I don't know.
This is honestly
you ever see an example that like control their temperature and like can sit in like an ice bath for like 18 hours? Like that's crazy.
But this was a big example though, because this was a person who didn't know what was going on. And they had to have just faith that God was the reason their daughter was alive because there's no other reasons, and that's a big part of their life.
Well, she did a very common thing where you trust in the doctors. When the doctors run out of answer, you start praying to God. And then at that point, if your prayers go unanswered, you start going experimental medical.
And then comes actual God.
So I just want to circle back real quick to killing away bacteria or infections.
Well, no.
Because raising
You didn't listen. You didn't listen. I said you could basically suppress all of your symptoms to the point that you're basically curing.
That's fair.
Because like a cold, like
no, it's not.
No, I'm just saying
it's processing stuff. I don't know, dude. If Tibetan monks can like not die of hypothermia, then like why can't they just like do?
Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
Why can't they just pump their like fever up to like 103 up their white?
They just.
I don't know, dude.
You know what they do? They
just see crazier things.
They just kind of look at themselves. They go, "Illness be gone." Like Dennis and It's Always Sunny.
That's a little crazy.
You know what I mean?
Listen, David Blaine made the Statue of Liberty.
Good episode, and it was like
very fun.
I don't feel like anything was spoiled for me for season 2, which is
not at
like,
all.
even like relationships between characters, like nothing.
I mean, they're pushing Olivia and together with
the whole time.
But
I feel like that's going to be like a show finale thing if that happens.
But Peter's interested in the sister right now. Maybe that's because he thinks Olivia is not interested in him, or maybe because he doesn't want to mix work and love.
Or he's doing 5D chess where he's hitting on the sister to get Olivia.
Oh.
He is a smart man.
I like how he was also basically the main person in this episode who was the voice of reason as always, but also the one to comfort the person in trouble. Because a lot of times he's too busy going back and forth with his dad, and it's like Olivia that does it. But in this episode, he's the one that's making sure this girl's okay, because as he said, he knows what it's like to be different.
He's been good with like kids or like younger people. But it's like adults. He's like, whatever. Like shut up. Like let me.
Peter. yeah. But I mean, he specifically said why he was bonding with this girl so much because
he related to her.
Because they both were sick and different in school, and people looked at them differently, and they grew up, as a result.
You still have the mystery of like
his illness. Yeah.
What is Peter? Like is he?
He was sick a lot as a child.
He was. Yeah.
You know what clones
with your
don't
father?
have?
Is he you?
Walter.
Do you know what clones don't have? An immune system, because they don't have a mother to get the immune system from.
But wouldn't they just have the immune system of the father, the clone?
If it is a clone,
dude, how do you even know? No,
I
don't think that's how that works. It's like comes from the. God, I can't. What comes out of your belly button?
Umbilical cord.
Umbilical.
That's the word.
Hear me out. A clone of somebody would be a clone of somebody.
So it had the immune system.
Where are they getting the immune system from if the umbilical cord doesn't go anywhere?
Because the person that was cloned has that already.
But that's not how that works.
But
Are you serious?
That's not how that
You
works.
can clone somebody, but you can't take their immune system because that's where the rules end.
All right.
That's not how immune systems develop.
Nothing develops in cloning. Nothing develops.
All right.
Done here.
Yeah, we're done here. We're just gonna wrap this up. This was an interesting episode. It did give us a couple things I think that might be important for the future. One, the brain area that was activated that can stimulate like psychosis, not psychosis, but psychic abilities, kind of.
I hope we're not stimulating psychosis.
No, but I feel like that may come back in a way that they're going to use that to do it. They brought up a radiation implant, the anti-radiation implant that was experimental. I wonder if that was implanted
inhibitor.
I wonder if that was put in the brain in the area that happens.
Soul's radiation.
Yeah.
This inhibitor was letting
No. They said the radiation basically kept the soul from dispersing.
I thought they said the inhibitor kept the soul from.
Girl, I don't know.
Right. But I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see if the guy comes back as we'll probably forget about it, and then it'll be like he'll be saying like something in Russian. We'll be like, it's that guy. But I think it's just to show that he will not give up until she dies, unfortunately. And
play a quick game of Among Us.
Yeah. Imposters. All right.
Well.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
And this was our reaction to Fringe, Season 2, Episode 11, out of order. But based on the fans, we do appreciate you letting us know that we could watch this a little bit early. It did feel like a Season 1 episode. Didn't feel too much out.
Not just like one of the one-off stories.
And I'm curious to see, if it was a good idea to watch it here, because as we move in towards, I believe, the last 3 episodes of the season, I hope we get some sort of arc.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Man, we'll see you next time. Check out Patreon for full lengths, and support help goes a long way. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And thank you for joining us for Fringe.
Toodle.